Hey, Hannah,
Yeah.
what book did you finish reading?
Shut the fuck up, Sam. I don't even know which
Tell
one of the
everyone.
two you mean.
You know.
Should I just leave for like 20 minutes while you guys talk about more
No,
Cassandra
we've already
Clare?
been talking on Facebook about it.
I was like, are you roasting me for reading more Cassandra Clare or for reading Hockey Smut? Because,
Oh,
yes.
No, that. I mean, yeah, both fun.
One of those is more embarrassing, and it's not the Hockey Smut.
It's not the Hockey Smut.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Midlight Crisis, a real podcast hosted by three grown-up biologists revisiting books from our teens, and it's totally cool. I am one of your hosts, Sophie, and I come to you today having survived the fire kaboom because I'm Hannah, which is because I am pedantic
Oh, yes.
and have a deep emotional bond with a dragon.
Wow. Yeah, that is
Aw.
me.
Yeah.
In my dreams.
In your dreams.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
what I survived and how I got here today. Don't ask me how being pedantic helped me survive a big fiery kaboom.
Big fiery kaboom.
Yeah.
Because someone was like, oh no, that building's gonna implode. And you were like, actually, it's going to explode. And it was so annoying that the fire stayed away from you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I feel like that makes me the equivalent of like those two guys that were in Pacific Rim. Have I quoted Pacific Rim in 2 episodes in a row? Hold on.
I hope so. I love that movie.
It's a topical reference. You know, the annoying nerds. That's me.
Yeah. I love those guys.
I mean, having a deep emotional bond with a dragon, obviously, that helped me survive the fire.
yeah, that would
because-
probably be more important.
Yeah. I'm like in that one part of How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did your dragon manage to save all of you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was
It's a better
pedantic,
dragon than Toothless.
probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually not just called an amputation. If you lose it in an accident, then it's a traumatic amputation.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my god. See, I am
No,
Hannah.
you guys aren't like this to me. 'Cause I feel like I'm like not that well spoken.
I
I think you're
try
fine.
not to be pedantic at all. I
Yeah.
try. I really try.
It turns out it's annoying to people.
Yeah.
I
So,
I did this to my open water students this weekend who
Uh-huh.
oh my god, they would not stop calling the regulator a respirator. And I
Oh,
was
no.
like actually losing
You're
my
like,
mind.
actually.
guys,
I kept correcting them, and then they kept saying that the air in their tank was oxygen, and I'm
Oh
like,
my
it's
God.
not oxygen, it's air.
You're like, if you don't stop saying this, I will fail you. Don't test me.
I was just like, if you go to Mexico and you tell these people, oh yeah, the oxygen in my tank, and you know the respirator, it's gonna look so bad on me.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
You're like, I don't want to look like I've been bad at teaching. Get it together, guys.
So I guess I am pedantic as well. I
There
don't
you
know.
go.
yeah,
Great.
you just have like a more reasonable sphere of
Yeah.
things to be pedantic about.
It's not like when people say whales aren't fish, and then I go, well, technically.
Technically, yes and no, depending on the context.
Yeah. Technically, fish
It
don't
was
exist,
only
but
a
also.
fish.
Yeah.
It was only a fish.
It was only a fish. Don't.
But
Don't do it.
I have a sticker that says that now.
It's a good one.
that's
Yeah.
so
Good
good.
meme. 10 out of
With
10.
like a tick-tilic on it.
Oh yeah.
Nice. How do you say
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Sophie probably
Tick-
knows.
I think you're right.
You guys know how to read better than
Tick-tilic?
me.
Tick-tilic?
I think it's Tiktaalik.
Oh.
But I could be wrong.
Who
I
could
trust
possibly say?
You.
Anyway.
You are
I'm trying not to
smarter
be
than
pedantic,
I.
so I don't know how to say it. No. Anyway, that's enough about me. How did you guys
right.
get here today, and who are you?
I forgot about that. I didn't survive.
Oh, no.
But If I did survive, it would be surviving the huge black hole because I am adorable and faked my own death.
Oh.
So
Wow.
see, I didn't survive, but I survived. Yeah.
Black holes,
I faked my own
notable.
death.
Yeah. Black hole's notable for noticing if you
Survival?
faked your own death, I guess.
Being survivable, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you go through a black hole, maybe you're in a different universe where you never existed.
Mm.
So like you
Whoa.
died, but you
like, undied.
survived. But you
Yeah.
undied. I don't know how physics works.
Me neither.
According to the movie Interstellar.
That makes sense. Definitely.
Yeah, the documentary, factually correct movie,
Yeah.
Interstellar.
Look, none of us claimed to be physicists.
No, we are,
Just
in fact, biologists.
biologists.
Even though they do make you take physics as a biologist, they make you take it twice.
Not
Yeah.
if you double major.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Really?
if you
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but everyone knows that if once you do bad in physics, that's when you choose to be a biologist.
It's
I
true.
actually did okay in physics. I did worse in
'Cause of the math.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
yeah.
bad at physics. It's too abstract for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did better in that. Chemistry I didn't do that well in. And then I ended up actually having a job that was slightly chemistry, so
I was
that
gonna
was
say, didn't you
embarrassing
work
for everyone.
Yeah.
I did work for a nuclear company and I did work in the R&D department, which was predominantly chemistry. It's
Wow.
fine. I was the experimental design expert, which I am actually very good at.
It's true.
See, and it just
So-
goes to show that your actual marks don't matter.
yeah.
Unfortunately
Only
for
the
me.
degree. Yeah.
Accurate.
It's a bad thing to discover that, like, you're not actually that smart. You're just really good at tests when you're 20 years old and
Yeah.
have to get a job.
Yeah.
Oops. It's like, wait a second, I can't just memorize a bunch of stuff and put it on multiple choice. Shit, that was my main skill.
Yeah, what do you mean that in real life I can just look stuff up at any time and don't have to memorize it? My only skill was memorizing.
Like, damn it.
See,
Oops.
I think I had the opposite. 'Cause I was like, I was so bad at tests.
I'm so
like-
fucking good at tests.
And that's why you're good at jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good at work.
Yeah,
be
a
me.
Tests,
useful
not
way to
so
be.
much. I did do well. Like, I did well enough in school, but like, I had to study in university to do well on tests. Tests were not my friend.
Yeah. But
Standardized tests, not good for Sam.
not good for Sam. It turns
No.
out in real life you don't just have to memorize a bunch of Latin species names and then be good at your
Did
job.
I tell you guys that the standardized test they make you take in Ontario in grade 4, I don't know if they still make kids do it. I technically failed. And I think we need to get
Wow.
back on track, though.
Yeah,
I think we
and
need to cut out
Hannah
all of
needs
that.
to introduce
Who's now that
herself.
we've finished this niche content, who's the last one?
Yeah, the 17-minute conversation about standardized testing. Um,
Ontario only.
Ontario only.
Yeah.
Hello, I am
Yeah.
Hannah, and I'm here today because I survived the fascist explosion.
Oh,
Which, of course I survived because I'm organized and have a cool leather jacket.
oh yeah,
If
that'll
only
save
it
you every
were
time.
that easy.
I know, right?
Maybe
So
we'd
I
be
might
okay
be a
right
shadow
now.
hunter.
I don't understand that reference.
That's okay.
They
but
wear cool clothes.
yeah.
Great.
I fear yours might be slightly too relevant in the current climate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Woo! Anyway, moving on. The
Ugh.
reason, of course, that we're talking about fascist regimes
Huh.
is
Yeah.
because we've been reading The Hunger Games, and that's the only reason.
The only one.
And that's the
relevance.
only one.
And that's
What?
no, I was about to sing the Tigger song from the
No.
Winnie the Pooh movies.
No, we need to start this episode. It's 20 minutes into the recording.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
The reason,
Fucking-
obviously, is yes, we've been reading The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, and as always, we have read one chapter of the book this week, and Hannah's going to tell us about it.
I sure am.
Yes.
So if you recall, at the end of the previous chapter, Katniss fired an arrow straight through the Game Maker's buffet. And we pick up in chapter 8 with her totally freaking out over what she just did and how the Capitol will punish her or, even worse, her family for it. She spirals about this for a while in her room before Effie coaxes her out for supper, and Haymitch and Peeta manage to make her feel a bit better. And then the tribute training scores are televised. Peeta scores an 8 out of 12, and Katniss gets an 11, which is really high and good for sponsorship, I guess. Then the next morning, Katniss reminisces about how she met Gale in the woods and they became friends, and she's just starting to draw comparisons between Gale and Peeta when Peeta drops one of his classic Peeta bombshells, this being that he wants the rest of their coaching from Haymitch to be separate. Ooh.
Whoa.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun.
I sure hope I
Wow.
guessed in the previous guessing episode that Katniss was going to have a memory moment, because I've been guessing that a lot. And
I don't
finally
think
she
you
did.
Did.
You're right.
I think you might have skipped it last time.
I just had to be more confident.
Yeah, for sure. She did have a memory moment. I do recall that in the movie, they just skipped the whole part where Katniss is like, holy shit, I shouldn't have done that, and went straight to her being kind of proud of herself.
Yeah.
Which is certainly not what happened in the book, it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like it's hard to because a lot of that was inner turmoil, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's hard to depict that on screen.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess they could have had her in the book, Katniss flings herself onto her bed in her room and locks the door and cries for a while, which is deeply relatable to all
Yeah.
of us, I assume.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I guess it would have just been for 3 minutes in visuals of her pacing and being upset, but they wouldn't be able to convey that she's worried about her family, she's worried about, right?
yeah, true.
So it
and the
would have
whole
just
Gale
been
flashback and
Yeah.
Flashback.
So it kind of
Yeah.
makes sense how they did it in the movie. I've learned as I've matured, I understand more why movie adaptations make the choices that they do.
Interesting.
Well, no, it's because a lot of people are mad about the People We Meet on Vacation adaptation. I'm like, no, I get it. And it's
Oh.
similar because Poppy, the girl, has a lot of inner monologue that you can't really put on screen well. And it's kind of same with Katniss. Especially when you're adapting a first person novel to
Mhm.
screen, I feel like it's very difficult to convey the same things because you can't just have a narrator saying what's going on in her head.
Yeah.
So you have to be
Mhm.
very intentional with what you're putting in the movie to convey the same things, and you can't necessarily get that same level of detail. So I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's fresh in my brain right now. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. It does sort of I agree that it does sort of take away from this is I feel like we get a lot of humanizing moments of Katniss,
oh yeah,
showing that she is
100%.
just a kid.
Yeah.
Right? And if these are all silent moments on her own where she's inner monologuing, then
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you lose those, she does just turn into a much more confident character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also agree that it's how are you going to show this scene unless she's standing in front of a mirror talking to herself or something?
Yeah, and I mean to Hannah's point, they could have shown her slamming the door and running into her room, or they could have been at the, because I remember this exactly in the movie, they're sitting down at the dining room table, I think right after,
Mhm.
and then Haymitch is kind of you did what? And they're laughing and joking about it. They could have maybe added a bit more to the beginning of that and been where she's freaking out, and Haymitch been no, that's bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
Even though that's not what he does in the book either. I don't know. And they could have done a bit more, but I get why they did what they did.
Yeah.
So.
I also don't necessarily know that it's necessary for the movie to have that emotional
Yeah.
shift. It's just it is interesting to me, I guess, that
yeah.
the same scene is portrayed so differently across the two media forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the same end result, really.
Yeah.
True. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it's plus 1 point to Katniss building relationship with Haymitch and Peeta and Effie. And also plus 1 to her being vulnerable, and you just kind of lose that. But it's just a teeny bit in this one case.
Yeah. Yeah, and really, I feel like the scene in the book reinforces that she is like out of her depth and more afraid for her family than she is for herself.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, we do already know at this point. It's just like reinforcing that perspective. So I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I agree.
Anyway, then she goes to dinner and Haymitch dunks his pork chop in his wine.
Yeah, why?
What the fuck?
Dude, why?
They were all dunking pork chops in like
In everything.
Why did the pork chop become the finger dunking food? I don't
Right?
understand.
Like, at least Katniss dunked hers in mashed potatoes, which is like a
Yes.
reasonable thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
But why dunk? Why not cut? I guess if you have it on your fork, you could do that. The wine was weird. The wine
wine is very
the wine,
weird.
I don't love that.
I guess red wine is supposed to go well with pork chops, I think. I don't know. I hate pork chops.
I don't like
Yeah.
them either.
I don't really like them either.
Like, they're just dry and flavorless and like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you'd want to dunk it in anything.
Maybe because it's dry and flavorless. He's like, might as well make it taste like wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair, yeah.
I agree with the mashed potatoes. I don't agree with the wine. Absolutely
Yeah.
not. Then you're going to
Yeah.
have stuff in your wine.
Right? Like,
Oh, that's also gross. Ew. Pork chop
don't-
flavored wine? Ew.
Ew.
I don't want like meat oils floating on my wine.
All right, this is gross.
Sam can't deal with it anymore.
Okay, anyway.
Wow. They have a fun group moment, including Effie,
Yeah.
which is fun.
Yeah, I do like that Effie's like becoming part of the gang, you know?
Yeah. I guess as long as they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do, which is go into the death competition, then
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Become
Listen.
deaf.
Effie
Yeah.
is like a little dumb. But,
Yeah.
you know,
I wouldn't
she's
call her dumb.
doing her
I
best.
think she's just naive.
yeah, like out of touch.
Yeah, I actually think Effie's quite smart in her own way, but I think she's
That's
just
what they
like,
say about dumb people.
no, well, I don't know. Like, I think
No, I
about
think
her
you're
through the
right.
whole series. Like, she knows how to play a situation in her favor. Like, she knows how to make Katniss look good. She knows how to manipulate, which is a smart trait. So I think she's just brainwashed
Yeah.
Yeah.
and naive.
I was going to say, I think she turns off certain part of her psyche.
Yeah. And I think that's just like, again, because we forget the capital is like, their critical thinking is taken away from them
Yeah.
because they're
They use
just fed.
ChatGPT for everything.
Yeah, and they're just fed propaganda from like as soon as they're out of the womb all through their life.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like there's very few who then are able to establish like critical thinking, like probably like Cinna. I feel like Cinna is like,
Yeah, he
fuck
knows what's
this
up.
shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's rare given
Yeah, definitely.
the amount of brainwashing probably being done, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
But I think Effie had a good moment of critical thinking here.
Yeah.
and she, you know what? She stood by her girl, and that's
Yeah.
a good thing. So
Well,
we like Effie.
I think maybe
Oh.
she stood by the rules being broken, which was the game makers are supposed to
Oh,
be
the
paying
game
attention to
makers-
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. You know what though? But she didn't just automatically be like, Katniss, how could you?
Yeah.
Those are capital people. She was more like, no, they weren't paying attention to you. Like,
yeah, and those are
they-
the
like,
rules.
so she had a moment. There was the light
Mhm.
bulb of critical thinking went on, and she was like, no, Katniss is right. Instead of just being like, no, this District 12 dirt is terrible and
Yeah.
wrong, and how dare you?
And how dare you?
Because I do like Effie as a character. I think she is.
She's a good character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a
for
big
sure.
Effie Trinket fan.
Yeah.
So she
I like
has
that
her
she's kind
moments
of-
though.
Yeah. She's kind of falling backwards into realizing that, like, all people are people,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Which, I mean,
She'll get there.
she does get there. It just,
She keeps
Yeah.
getting
as you said, it takes a minute.
Yeah, she keeps getting convinced that they aren't by Haymitch.
I mean, Haymitch does not make a very compelling case for himself.
No.
Dunking his pork chop in his wine. What the hell?
Criminal.
Criminal.
Wow. Yep.
Wow.
And then they get the scores.
They get the scores. They both get very good scores.
Is 8 good? Isn't that like medium?
Well, the highest is 12.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the highest is 12. And Katniss says the career tributes usually get the 8 to 10 range. And most other players average a 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So 8 is, like, up there.
Yeah.
And then Katniss has an anomalously high score.
Whoa.
Whoa.
She's so good.
She's so good.
She's not like the other girls.
No.
Earlier in the chapter, she's like, oh, they're probably just going to screw me over in the arena. Is this part of it?
I think
because
so.
She also makes a point to say, like, oh, the tributes with the highest numbers always get killed first.
So this is like, okay, there's two things going on here.
Okay.
There's Seneca Crane, who is the head game maker. And he's brainwashed in the sense that, like, he's like, I have to put on a show. This girl's going to be great. She's going to make great television. And he's missing the critical thinking of seeing what this kind of behavior can incite in other people.
Yeah.
Because, again, all he sees this as is entertainment and, like, there's nothing like rebellion, nothing like that. Like, that doesn't even cross his mind.
Yeah, it doesn't occur to him that she could have actually shot the arrow at them. He's like, they would never. Yeah.
Yeah. So in his brain, he is like, oh my God, we got to make this girl everything. Like, in his brain, Seneca is basically like, no, Katniss is my winner. Like, like, you know how in, like, Hannah probably maybe a little
Tell
bit.
us about
Sophie
what it's
kind
like
of.
in reality TV, yeah.
Well, like, in reality TV, like, you can kind of always tell, like, who the front runners are in things, right? Like, you can always tell in, like, The Bachelor, for example, you always knew who the producers were kind of, like, putting in as that front runner, right? And that's exactly what this is like, Seneca is basically producing it. And he's like, no, Katniss is the shit. Like, that's main character energy, right? So he thinks he's doing, like, a really good thing. And this is the thing where the movie does better than the book, because the movie has a scene with Snow and Seneca right after this moment where Seneca's like, I mean, like, she did a phenomenal, blah, blah, blah. And Snow's like, she shot a fucking arrow at you, you fucking idiot. And so that's where you first start to see, like, Snow sees what this girl could do. And so doesn't necessarily see herself as a threat, but sees her actions as inciting a bigger thing, because Snow is smart. Evil as he may be, the man is smart.
Yeah.
Seneca's a dumb little shit, but like, I would argue Effie's probably a bit smarter than Seneca, because, like, Seneca's just like, no, like, she's gonna be it, and not seeing how the one girl who volunteered for her sister winning the Hunger Games could be the way that lights a fuse to start a rebellion. So
Seneca's like completely, he drank the Kool-Aid. He thinks that of course the districts are completely defeated and everyone just loves the Hunger Games, and that's why she's here. They would never think to revolution.
Yeah, like, he only thinks of the Hunger Games as an entertainment and status product.
Yes.
So he wouldn't think of Katniss as, like, having the agency or of being a danger to him. Like, it probably didn't even occur to him that she could have shot the arrow at him, right?
Yeah.
He was like, wow, the showmanship, amazing. Yeah.
So I think, like, some of it, like, at least the way the movie portrays it, is that, like, Seneca is basically being like, no, she's, like, the best. But part of also giving the high score, it does put a huge target on her back. So, like, and I think that's how I think in the movie, I think he kind of talks it back, being like, well, they're all going to target her now. Like, she's the highest, whatever. But yeah, so, like, Seneca, great reality television producer, but, like,
not good.
Not thinking outside the box at all.
Yeah.
Not thinking how anything else. Because, again, in his mind, and, like, a lot of the Capitol's minds, like, the district's rebelling is just, like, so far out the realm. And to them, they see, like later on in the book, the things that Katniss does, they see that as like, oh, like that's so sweet, like she's blah blah blah, like what the well,
Like her volunteering for her sister is like,
yeah.
she's wonderful.
Yeah, like, oh my
Yeah.
God, like that's such a sweet story. Whereas like everyone in the districts is like, oh,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
that's like that doesn't happen. And then
Mhm.
like, anyways, I've talked a lot, but
It's like an inciting incident for maybe a revolution somewhere. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, in this book. Yep.
I don't remember what started that, but
I was asking about
yeah.
the number 11. Yeah.
And yeah, that's what's going on with the 11.
Multi-purpose. Wow.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Seneca's just being a really good reality television production, which, like, unfortunately, The Hunger Games is essentially just
Yep.
reality.
It is, yeah.
TV.
It's just reality TV for them.
While you were talking about that, I was like, I had the thought, like, I understand now why Sam really likes these books. Then I was like, I feel like it's mean to say that, but you like the, like, dynamics of reality TV and you like this
Yeah.
book, you know?
Well, like, I think, like, I can see the toxicity of reality TV. And,
Yeah.
like, you can see, like, what it does to people mentally is
Mhm.
not great.
Mhm.
But I think I just find it fascinating because I do think it's just, like, honestly, like, a giant experiment. Like, every season of a reality TV show is an experiment on the human psyche.
Yeah.
Which is, like, really shitty to say, but, like,
But true.
it is. And so people,
Yeah.
like, shit on reality TV, and I get it. Like, a lot of it is mindless, but I do think it's, like, a fascinating insight into, like, how people think and how, like, interpersonal relationships can really form the outcome of, like, what happens. But then
Yeah.
again, you
Mhm.
have to think, like, how much has production influenced
Yeah.
this? How much of this really is real? And then you have to take a step back. So that's why I find the competition shows almost better. And, like, and that's why
Like
I've
the
kind
Hunger
of shifted.
Games.
No, like, I just started watching The Traitors. That's fun.
Oh.
Or like, what was I thinking? Like, I stopped watching The Bachelor, for example, because it got very overproduced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then actually, I'm going back. I don't know. I was gonna say, like, I started watching Love Island instead. Love Island is also very overproduced, but it's a bit harder to overproduce that one because,
Yeah.
like, it's all happening live, which is
Yep.
also fascinating.
Yeah, that is
Um,
interesting.
I feel
Um,
like there's an alternate universe, the Hunger Games universe, where there are people who are just like, I'm kind of embarrassed, but yeah, I was watching the Hunger Games. Like, man, I just watched I
yeah.
just went back and watched every season like last weekend.
Yeah.
It's just like actually pretty good, you guys.
Yeah.
No. No.
No.
That's like
But-
I guess the like adult version of it is or of this whole concept is Chain Gang All-Stars, which I read a couple years ago.
Oh,
And it's
I
like
have that book on my list.
it's like a rough read, but it
Yeah, I've heard
is
that.
yeah, it's about like how if you're incarcerated, you can enter the chain. I can't remember what the competition is called, but it's like televised fights to the death, and if you win enough fights, then you get like released from your
Oh.
sentence. And it like follows some of the, for lack of better phrasing, like competitors as they're like trying to make it through the competition to like win their freedom.
Oh shit.
But also some people who watch the show and like get really invested in certain like characters
Mhm.
of the like people who are competing for their lives and like have really strong reactions when they die because it's like, oh well, that character was supposed to like do whatever. So it's like the adult take on this whole idea of like taking reality TV and pushing it to its absolute extreme, right?
Right.
Well, shit.
Yeah, it's very,
Wow.
very interesting for sure.
Sophie
Good,
will
great.
not
Sophie
go
would
anywhere
hate it.
No,
near
thanks.
that.
No,
I was just-
nothing about it.
Yeah,
is
I
for
was
you.
just sitting and thinking about how the equivalent of that in real television right now is probably Physical 100, where
Okay,
a bunch
I've
of people
never heard of that.
who are athletes in Korea all compete.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's a Korean show.
In these wild athletic competitions, like who can
Oh.
hold themselves up on these bars hanging above the water for the longest.
Okay. Oh, it's like
And-
Survivor.
Yeah, but then when you lose,
you don't die.
You don't die immediately, yeah, like in the Hunger
Mm.
Games or
Yeah.
this other one.
Yeah.
But when you lose, you have clay bust of your torso that you
Okay.
have to smash. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
my
I mean-
contribution to this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reality show that I watch regularly and I would say religiously is Survivor, which is again like a similar concept of like you go in and
Yeah, but you're
fight
not
each other until
trying-
you're the last person standing.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
key differences. 1, you don't get murdered. And 2, everybody involved in reality TV is consenting adults.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's it, right?
That's the
Like,
difference.
You know all the people on these shows have agreed to be there.
Yeah. It's a key
so-
difference.
Key difference.
Yes.
And the part where you don't die.
The part where you don't
Well,
get murdered is
Yeah, the part
where you
also
don't
a
get
key
murdered.
difference. Yeah.
I like the traitors because they do get quote unquote murdered, but like it's just like fake murdered, like they're not actually killed.
Yeah.
But the host has a bedazzled shirt and it just says murder.
I feel
And
like a
it's
key
really
part you
funny.
didn't mention is that the
It's
host
Alan
is Alan
Cummings.
Cumming.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just
that's
so
fun.
funny.
Yeah.
The only
It's
thing I know
great.
about the traitors is a lot of people from Survivor go on it after.
Yeah, they
Mm.
do.
Yeah.
And they've all been murdered or
They've been murdered.
banished because they're from Survivor, and everyone's like, "Oh, they
Oh.
fucking won Survivor. They're too smart for this. Got to get them out because they're gonna figure out who
Interesting.
we are." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Shit."
The Traitors is
Um,
just like a big game of Loop Garou, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've never
Okay.
watched it.
I've
I
never
tried
watched
watching
it.
it once, couldn't get into it, and then I kept seeing a lot of stuff for this season, so I was like, "Oh, I'll try it again." And I was like, "Oh, okay, this is fun."
Actually, this rules.
Yeah. It seems
Yeah.
silly and fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this
Anyway.
book.
I mean, the book's not giving us much in this chapter, so I feel like going off on a tangent on reality TV is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
the-
think it's interesting
Yes.
how much we talk about reality TV when talking about this book, because I thought
Yeah,
it would come
I
up a little bit, but it
mean-
didn't really occur to me that it was going to be like our main theme.
I mean,
But like it
It's
really
very
is.
similar. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do think this is a commentary on like America's obsession with reality television,
Yeah.
and then also like the propaganda and the over manufacturing of it, right? Like
yeah.
it's like I said
think she's-
earlier, you know it's being highly produced, right? So you do almost have to watch it with a critical eye because you're like,
Yeah.
what you're seeing isn't everything.
There are like whole subreddits and fan communities for Survivor devoted to picking apart the way the show is edited to see how early in a season they can accurately predict the winner.
See, I
Ah.
love that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, that's fascinating. I never got into Survivor, and I don't know why. It feels like it's something I should be into, but I love
God.
that. Yes.
You should watch it with me and then we can
I-
talk about it.
I'm going to force us off the reality TV track.
Yeah, okay.
We've talked about it
Fine.
for like 15 minutes.
Okay, well, what else do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about edible plants of southern Appalachia.
Okay.
Fine.
No, it'll be fun. Okay, no,
Yeah.
because the
In
last
Survivor, they have
section,
to go
the
out.
last section of this chapter is the Survivor where they did Southern Appalachia.
Well, they have to like go out and forage for food, but because the last like decade of the show has been in one location, now they like can't really forage as much, so all of the food is planted by production.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna let you keep going now.
Anyway, no, I mean I will, but you can do your thing.
Because the last section of this chapter is, as mentioned, the memory hole where
Yeah.
Katniss once again remembers the better days where she was in the
Where
forest
she
with
was
Gale.
starving.
Where she was
but
starving
not
to
all
death
the
in
way.
the forest with Gale, yeah. Anyway, I just because there wasn't a lot of even tangentially related biology in this
Yeah.
chapter, I just was like, I guess I'll look up what sort of things Katniss would have eaten, specifically in Southern Appalachia. I think we sort of talked about this, but it also just made me think of, did you guys like go out and eat stuff in the woods as kids?
No. I grew up in fucking suburbia.
right.
Are you kidding me? I was not an outdoorsy kid. I was taught to fear the outdoors because that's where scary people are.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. You didn't eat like, I don't know, there weren't like raspberries on the side of the tennis courts or anything that you would eat or stuff like that.
No. No, because then that could poison you. My parents didn't know anything about edible plants.
What about you?
My
Harry?
parents are lovely, very smart, but they
Yes.
did not
But
know
they're
anything
inside
about
cats.
foraging.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did a little bit, mostly when we were camping, if there were like raspberry or blueberry bushes about.
Right.
I don't think we ever did anything beyond easily identifiable berries, and that one year my parents made maple syrup.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I think that's about what I did. But it was interesting to me because I felt like as a kid, it was one of those things that kids told other kids. Like, I don't think my parents ever told me about it. But I'm just
Interesting.
like, why was I just eating fucking berries? Like, on the side of the road or on the side of the soccer field. But it reminded me of that because on this list, one of the edible things in Southern Appalachia is sumac, like sumac
Ooh.
berries.
Yeah.
And that was the main thing. I remember some other kids being like, no, you can definitely eat these, and then eating them. And then I was like, okay, great. I will also eat these. I'm like, what?
Oh,
Oh,
now that you
no.
mention it, I think I did eat a sumac once.
Yeah, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, but it was with my dad, who
Yeah,
was
that
also the
makes-
one who told me I could eat the raspberries.
That's pretty safe.
Yeah, like if your dad says you can do it, it's
Yeah, if
probably
your dad
safe.
says you can do it. Yeah, honestly, I was sort of surprised because there isn't like a ton on this list. But I was also thinking that I bet in future Katniss time, there's probably a lot more invasives
Yeah.
that have
True.
spread
Well,
more.
Wouldn't there be less?
Well, there would have been more like spread of things north because this is post-climate collapse.
Oh, true. Yeah, okay. But also, like, the heavy sanctions and division of land, wouldn't that, like, limit?
I guess I was thinking that there was probably a period where nobody was regulating. And so, like, ornamental stuff would
Okay.
have spread and, like,
They were
don't
like
know.
doing those mutts, you know,
Oh, yeah.
just
There was
releasing
definitely
things.
there was definitely some, like, artificial invasive species action, like the jabberjays.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
again,
I guess I more thought, like, all the districts are, like, heavily fenced, so I was like, would there be movement between things?
No, you're right. Yeah. I guess I was assuming that it would have happened before the districts were split up, but
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe before, like, the dirt. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, because I think they were less strict, like, before the Hunger Games, because there was, like, a whole thing going on before the Hunger Games even happened.
yeah.
And the districts were already a thing, and then they rebelled, and then the Hunger Games. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. During that time, probably, yes.
Yeah, because I feel like there was probably a period where, yeah, again, there was no, like, regulation,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine there's any environmental regulation now in the Hunger Games thing, right?
I have no idea. Probably not.
I can't imagine his government has a lot of funding going towards environmental protections
There's
and
maybe no
Right,
EPA.
yeah.
conservation. I feel like the act of conservation is probably dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like antithetical to his whole worldview, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone's written a fanfic about, like, someone in the Capitol who, like, really wanted to be an ecologist and is, like, fighting the fight.
Come
Yeah.
on, we can't fish all the fish.
Yeah.
Someone
or, like,
desperately trying to bring back the Fisheries Act.
Yeah.
Like,
Or the
no,
Clean
please.
Air Act. Yeah.
I remember
Okay.
Please, you
thinking
can't
about
kill all
this
the
the other
birds.
day, though. I was like, I wonder if, like, each district does have, like, a set of, I don't know, like, scientists or experts that are controlling, like, how much fish are being taken out, or, like, how, like, I don't know a lot about agricultural science, but, like,
Me neither.
how much wheat needs to be planted. And,
Right.
like that there's still science going on, obviously. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like the genetic manipulation stuff is pretty advanced
yeah,
science.
and
Yeah.
all
I'd
of the
say.
technology and, like, everything like that. But yeah, is there, like, someone running fishery models still to make
Yeah,
sure
right.
T4 doesn't, like, kill all
Like
the tuna?
strip the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Like,
what
I-
do they fish out of Texas? I don't
I-
even know.
Yeah. I guess I was sort of
Grouper.
also thinking that,
Yeah,
like,
the
when,
whole Gulf.
yeah, and when you split the districts into like specific tasks. Like,
Yeah.
I guess, does that mean no one is fishing on any other coastline other than like where the one
Well, that's
district
what my-
is?
That's what my brain just went to, right? Because I was like, wait, if only District 4 is fishing, there's still so much coastline. So
Yeah.
that means none of the East Coast is fishing any of the like cod and flounder and everything, and none of
They
the
all
West
crashed
Coast
at this point.
is like
yeah.
fishing
Yeah, like
all
maybe
the
there's none
salmon.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
Maybe.
Then
maybe
what's
it's all-
District 4 fishing? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like
Maybe it's
If
all
there's that-
aquaculture, but no, he's using like Finnick is good with a trident in swimming, so it's well, swimming could be for
They're
aquaculture.
just hand fishing? Like, what?
it's kind
Right?
of what's implied, but like you
They're
never
just spear fishing?
They're just
I
spear
mean-
fish- hold on.
Spearfishing, this is very environmentally friendly, actually, now that I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it.
well, and the coal
No
miners are
bycatch.
not automated in the slightest, right? It's
Yeah.
all human labor.
Wait, and District 4 is a lot of District 4 is not the coastline. I think the coastline is like tiny. I need to look up a map of Panem
Yeah,
again.
well,
This has
See,
just
look up a
ignited
map of
something
Panem.
in me.
This is going to be like the trains all over again, where I'm like, I can't
Yeah.
believe we switched entirely to train travel, high-speed rail in the US in the terrible fascist future. Also,
Yeah.
are all the animals just doing great? Like, have all the fishery stocks come back?
They must
okay,
be.
so District 4 is different than I remembered. It's
Okay.
like it's like Texas, California, like it's that southern part that attaches to Mexico.
Yeah.
So there
Oh,
is a
yeah, it
lot of
looks like-
coastline.
Okay.
but-
It looks like most of the Pacific coast of the United States ended up in District 4.
Yes. And then they've got some of the Gulf of Mexico in there too.
But like
but
all of the
in
main
not in
fisheries
District
have
4.
like in Maine as in the place. Like
Yeah,
no
like,
one's fishing there
Maine-
anymore.
Maine is District 13. So
Wow.
like, oh wait, what? I'm
Yeah.
looking at two different maps here.
Yeah, there's a lot of fan maps of Panem. I think you were looking at one of the speculative ones before.
Oh, am I? Oh shit.
Well, no, but like
Propaganda.
She hasn't
there
released,
still
like, a
isn't
real one,
necessarily
right?
an official one. There's people who have recreated the map from like background scenes in the movies.
This is the Panem wiki now.
Yeah, so that's the one where District 4 is the
Oh, yeah,
Pacific
that's
coast.
very different. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's not even getting any of the groupers. And then what are all the people doing? Like, are they all along the coast? That seems like a waste.
be.
Look at all that coastline. So
Yeah.
you're decimating one little portion of the ocean? Oh.
But none of the East Coast.
No,
The East Coast
which
is doing
apparently
this is
great.
interesting
not.
because District 12 has
A lot of coastline.
quite a bit of coastline and apparently no fishing at all.
Well, 12 and 13 are
Yeah.
right up there on, like, the eastern shore. Like,
and
that's-
13 is like a radioactive wasteland.
well, yeah, I know.
So-
Right.
It wasn't always, though.
Yeah, but like maybe
But-
that's why 12 doesn't fish anymore because
Oh,
they
yeah.
like carpet bombed 13 to the ground and now there's nothing
Maybe.
left.
Yeah.
But what about, like, 10? 10?
Yeah, 10 on the
11.
Gulf of 10 and 11 are on the Gulf of Mexico,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
That's
is
where
like
the
a
map
good
I was
fishing
looking
area.
at was showing
Yeah.
District 4 for everyone wondering why I was on a
Yeah.
tangent.
Yeah. Well, this is great news because Hannah, in Panem, the right whales are probably doing amazing.
Yeah, right? If there's no like industrial shipping or fishing, the problem is they might have already been dead by then.
If we can just keep them alive until the future where
If we-
Panem exists.
Listen, okay?
Okay.
We can do
If-
the Hunger Games.
We can do the Hunger Games because the North Atlantic right whales need us to.
Yeah. Oh god. This is
I'm,
not going to
like,
help my reputation.
The cod stocks are booming.
Genuinely- Yeah. No, I'm like
Right?
genuinely curious if there's like fisheries biologists in District 4 whose job is like specifically to monitor
Right?
this.
Yeah, like the fish stocks. Well, and even
'Cause, like-
because Panem is like future United States and a bit of Canada, right? So it's like where's the exclusive economic zone
right?
now? Like, is it the same as it was? Like, how far offshore is District 4 going? I assume
Well-
they wouldn't be allowed to have the technology to go offshore for days, so they're probably
just,
doing
like,
all
leave.
coastal stuff.
Well, yeah, because I was like, because then
Yeah.
people would just escape, which is
They just
probably
leave.
why they are just all hand fishing.
Yeah,
Oh.
Because
But
like,
how is
there's
that
there's
efficient?
gotta be like
it's
like
not.
no, because if they just had access to boats and were going off trawling like 200 miles offshore,
Yeah, they just dip.
like why would you
They could
come
just-
back?
Yeah.
They could just leave.
Unless like they put peacekeepers like on the boat, but then I'm like mutiny, kill the
Murder the
peacekeepers.
Yeah, kill the
peacekeeper and get
peacekeeper.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Shady shit happens on boats, even in like
Yeah.
regulated countries.
Like the
Ugh.
idea has to be that like the population is down to like 5 to 10% of what it was now,
Yeah, it's
right? Like
small
I
population.
think even less. Like
yeah. I'm
like,
thinking of
yeah.
like in
Yeah.
Canada, US and Mexico, because apparently District 10 according to this map is also most of Mexico.
yeah,
Is most of Mexico, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuz like then it would
What an
like that's
interesting.
the only way it makes sense that you can hand fish for enough food
Yeah.
to feed the capital.
But
Yeah, I mean,
like yeah.
getting more and more convinced that there's a lot of like high tech land based aquaculture going on there. Like maybe they
Yeah.
also do hand fishing,
Maybe.
but
But
more inland.
maybe-
They must have just like giant fish
Like
factories.
tilapia, yeah.
Yeah,
But maybe this, like, because weren't we talking about at one point that we were like, why are they mining coal? Coal seems to be useless
yeah,
given the technology that they're at. And then it was, didn't we come to the conclusion that, like, oh, it's just something for people to do? Like, it's a way to, like, make people complacent?
I think we've thought that maybe the districts use coal power for like homes and
Okay,
stuff.
sorry, that's what it was.
No, I think it was
So-
both though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but both.
but maybe
it's
this is,
circular.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this is like a similar situation where it's like they're known for fishing, they get them to hand fish as a way to keep them busy.
Yeah,
But
Like they have a quota, but you can only get it by hand fishing, so it takes up like all your day.
yeah,
and like a quota in the reverse of how we
Yeah,
currently use it for
Yes.
fishing, where it's like you have to have at least this much.
yeah,
yeah, but like I wouldn't be shocked if like the capital had like trawling boats out there, like still fishing more traditionally, but like I don't know, because then the capital people don't need to do. I don't know. I was kind of like getting in my head that I was like maybe it's just all hand fishing as a way to keep people busy, and like because
I
they
feel
have to
like-
do that for so long to get so much to make even any money.
yeah.
Yeah,
But if you had like a lot
Yeah.
of people hand fishing all up and down that coast, like that's a lot of space.
That
It
is
is.
a lot of space.
Then you could
yeah.
probably feed the capital, and the fish doesn't go anywhere else, right? Like it only goes to the
I
capital.
assume not. Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, because it's
So-
not going to the other districts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I think you're right that it's hand fishing over boats to waste everyone's time and to save on resources probably.
yeah,
But like yeah, I think it would be enough probably. Or maybe they have those little like handmade boats,
yeah.
like little fishing boats, you know?
Yeah.
Like without trawls or anything on it.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
think
like
they'd be allowed
inshore
that.
boats.
Like with little nets.
that-
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is still like hand fishing.
that's
yeah.
still. Yeah, I was gonna say that's what we still call that hand fishing.
Not spear fishing, I
in-
guess is what I was thinking of with tridents.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're probably doing that too.
Oh, do you think they're
But-
whaling?
No, because to whale they would need
Okay.
like a big ass boat.
Not necessarily.
In ye olden times, weren't they just little ones?
Yeah, I mean, like Inuit folks will like traditionally, and I think
Oh,
still
that-
whale from like kayaks.
Yeah.
That is a fair point that I forgot about. Yes.
But even
Yes.
like for humpback whales and sperm whales, you kind of only need to be able to fit like 4 or 5 people on it, right?
Yeah, and like sperm whales at least, or like I don't know about modern commercial whaling, but like historical commercial whaling based out of like Nantucket and like Basque back when like whaling was a huge thing in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
They were typically on a larger boat, but when they came upon a whale that they wanted to hunt, they would go out in like whale boats with like 5 or 6 people on them
and like
and
the harpoon.
the whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So like it
impressive,
is
but sad.
certainly it would be historically accurate for them to go whaling
Right.
from small vessels.
Yeah, that's all you're willing to say about that.
yeah.
I can't imagine that they would be whaling if only for the reason that like there's a lot of things in a whale that could make a person self-sufficient,
Yeah.
And the capital probably doesn't want that. Right?
But
I mean,
on the other hand,
Like,
like
are
a
they
lot of
using
whaling was
whale
done for
oil?
like
cosmetics.
like whale oil, spermaticea, I guess is whale oil in a lot of cases, but also the baleen from baleen whales and the like ambergris from sperm whales historically was used for luxury products.
Right.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if the capital like went back to those luxury products and wanted their like whalebone corsets and their like ambergris perfumes.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like that is something that they would go back to. I wonder if that would be no, they're inland because I was like District 1 is what luxury, but
District 2, I think.
is it District 2? I can't remember.
think?
No,
I can
District
never
2
remember.
Wait, I'm looking at the map. I think 1 is
we should look it up.
luxury, 2 is the masonry because they've got the stone thing. I'm
Oh.
just looking at the map right now. But actually, okay, let me just double check.
Yeah, let me Google this.
Because I think is wealthy known. Yeah,
District 1
2
is luxury items, yeah.
Yeah, so I wondered, as shitty as this is, District 1 is literally right beside 4.
Yeah.
So I like
The whale bones
to
go
Hannah's
right
point.
there.
Yeah, and they're probably making those like luxury items again because whale products and a lot of fish products are also big in cosmetics.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't
True.
They're doing some
surprise
shark
me.
finning. They're doing
I was literally gonna say
Yeah,
like
they're definitely doing
squalene
shark
is
finning.
like it's probably a big product because it's a whole anti-aging thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, I hate
Interesting.
this.
Yeah. But in good news, all of the freshwater fish in all the rivers and the rest of the country are doing top tier, like incredibly well. Nobody's
the
touching
Great
them
Lakes,
anymore.
Totally
Great Lakes are doing
fine.
amazing.
Great Lakes are great. It
We
probably
know-
depends on the district. I'm sure that rivers in District 12 are like full of nasty slag and stuff.
Yeah, anything coming
Yeah.
from District 13 is pretty bad, but
It's
you
like
know,
maybe not great.
yeah,
Well, I was gonna say we don't even know if the Great Lakes exist in the way that they do
True.
because like climate catastrophe could have like
dried them
Yeah.
right up.
dried a few of them up or something.
Yeah, but you know, I bet the
Or
desert
expanded
hole
them.
pupfish is doing amazing.
hmm
Yeah.
The rarest fish on the planet.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the one that
Oh.
lives in one hole in a desert.
Where? I've never heard of this
Devil's
thing.
hole pupfish? Did I say desert hole?
You
Devil's
did, but that's
Hole.
okay. Devil's Hole.
Pupfish.
I mean, saying
Um,
Devil's Hole doesn't tell me more about where it lives. So.
I think it's in Nevada.
Nevada.
somewhere.
So it's like in the fucking capital. That thing is dead as hell. I'm sorry. So
Death Valley National Park. There. What? Isn't Nevada like desert?
yeah. Isn't-
Nevada.
Oh, wait, the capital is in like the Rockies somewhere.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Nevada is actually 2. I think
Yeah.
2 and 5 if I'm getting my U.S. geography right.
I know. I'm like, I don't know where these states are.
Anyway, the Devil's Hole pupfish is doing great. I've decided.
Okay. Yeah. Devil's Hole pupfish, North Atlantic right whale, cod. Everybody's thriving
Yeah.
as long as you aren't a human.
And to bring it all back to how I started this conversation,
Oh, right.
I
Oh,
stand
yeah.
by this because Katniss finds so many friggin' like plants and vegetables and wild fruits to eat that she can keep her family alive. So I just think
Yes.
everything outside of the immediate area of the districts where people are living is doing great.
Yeah. I think that makes
Oh,
sense. Nature
I think-
reclaims pretty quickly.
Maybe that is the conservation. Maybe.
They're keeping the humans contained.
Yeah, it's like a reverse conservation area.
Yeah, I was like, maybe like when they were setting up the districts, like there was a biologist on staff that was like, no, you should really restrict them to these areas only so that we can protect these areas.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Secretly.
I mean, you do have to have, like governments love to cut conservation first time they have, but I'm like, you cut conservation, you cut your resources, like, because you're
Right.
going to destroy everything. So, like, you do need to keep these things into account to have prosperity. Like, conservation isn't for the earth. The earth's going to thrive no matter what. It's for humans.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
If you look closely at the map of Panem, these are actually all wildlife corridors in between all the districts.
I
I
actually
can't
like
tell if
this
that's a bit or
theory.
not.
It's a
Yeah.
bit.
Like, I
Okay.
don't love it from the human perspective.
No, I
but,
hate
like,
it, but also
No.
maybe it's
I
right.
do kind of like to think that there's like a lone biologist, like they're the only ones left from like everyone else was cut, lost their jobs, but they're up there and they're fighting that fight and they're like, no, we need to protect this mudfish. Like, we can't put
Yeah.
humans there. You know what?
I was trying to figure out if one of these district lines was like the Mississippi River or something, and I don't think it is, but that would be pretty funny. It was just like, nobody touch this river. We need the salmon run to work.
Gotta protect the orcas still, make sure that they have their food.
Exactly.
I wonder if they still use orcas for entertainment.
And the,
Probably.
I hope not.
probably in the capital for sure.
Almost certainly. Someone
Almost
has a
certainly.
pet orca, for
Yeah.
sure.
They flood the arena with orcas to eat all the people one time. Probably.
I mean, surely they would do, like, sharks
It could
instead
be
Yeah.
of
both.
orcas. Orcas don't
Have they
often
ever had
kill
an
people.
arena that was fully water?
I think, wasn't that Phoenix? It wasn't fully water, but it was, like, heavily
Was it?
aquatic, wasn't
Maybe.
it? And that's, like, how he won.
I can't remember. I know Annie, his
Oh, right, yeah.
wifey from District 4 won because there was a flood and she could swim the best. I know that.
Yeah,
I don't remember the details on Phoenix though. I'd have to.
They're probably just like,
I'm looking.
none of them can swim. We can't make it all water.
That would be interesting. Wow, I
Right?
no, cut that out.
You're
didn't
like,
say
on a
that.
future Hunger Games.
Oh
should
my
try
god.
that. Wow. Speaking of, I guess, the Hunger Games, should we guess what happens next?
Oh god.
Oh, sure.
Please. I'm
This is
I
has
like
been
hate
an
myself
episode.
a little bit.
It
Yeah.
sure has. I knew I was right to start talking about biology right there at the end.
Yeah. Listen, it's interesting thinking about we're so 30 years old. It's
Yep.
really interesting talking about the, like, bureaucracy and, like, resource
Yeah.
management of Panem, you know?
Yeah, we're so adults and also biologists for sure.
But I mean, there has to be something.
Right?
Like there there still needs to be like the public service of Panem. That's
Yeah.
like even though Snow is running a dictatorship, he has advisors.
Right, like, he needs
They have
people
to
to do
be-
stuff for him.
Yeah, so I'm like, there's gotta be a soul conservation biologist in there who has sold their soul a little bit to try to make even the slightest difference that they can. I believe it.
Yeah.
They're ignoring the Hunger Games going on just so that they can be
Yeah.
like, but please, can we just keep one wildlife corridor open?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing that fan fiction next, I think.
Great, good.
I would read it. Okay, so your sentence is betrayal.
Oh
That's
my
it.
god.
That's the whole sentence. Well,
That's the
Would you like the
sentence.
second sentence?
I think we are not allowed to have it.
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay,
good.
Then nope.
Hmm
You just get betrayal.
Betrayal.
Wow.
I mean, I get it.
That's it.
Katniss is pissed that they were working together and now all of a sudden Peeta doesn't want to be friends anymore.
Wasn't it like she was like, I don't want to be trained at the same time as Peeta? And Hamish was like, no, you have to. And then Peeta's like,
No.
I don't want to. And Hamish is like, okay.
No, they both agreed to train together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hamish, like at the beginner, offered like, hey, sometimes people want to be
Oh.
trained separately together. Like, what are you guys feeling? And then I think Peeta was like, I'm okay with together.
Yeah.
And Katniss was like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I thought Hamish was like, you have to.
No, he said their strategy was they have to be together in public.
Oh,
Yes,
but they could
that's
be
what it
trained
is.
separately. Okay.
Yeah, like he could
Yes.
give them different strategy help separately if they
Wow.
wanted it, but they decided to train together. Until
Okay,
now.
Wow.
Dun,
Well, I don't
dun,
remember why, but it's probably because Peeta's in love with Katniss. And that's that probably isn't going to be revealed in the next chapter, though.
Well,
Yeah, so, we do
um,
know that the next chapter is the interviews,
Yes,
because they said that in this
which
chapter.
because they
is
did say that.
when
Yeah.
Mhm.
Peeta does admit some things.
Oh,
Yeah.
where he loves Katniss.
He's in love with Katniss.
Yeah.
Pivotal
He's
moment.
loved her forever since the beginning.
Yeah, and Katniss is fucking pissed.
Oh yeah. Okay, so my guess is that he wants to be trained separately because he's telling Haymitch, my strategy is to reveal that I've been in love with Katniss this whole time.
Yes.
How do I do that? And Haymitch is like, cool, great. And then he's like, yeah, it's pretend for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the reason.
Yeah. And I think it's just the interviews. And so I think that means we're going to do Katniss's first. No, Katniss is after. Unless she's being filmed during
it's
Peeta's
ladies
reveal.
first.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it's ladies first.
It's ladies first.
Okay.
Yeah, so Katniss does hers and then Peeta's last. Yeah, they always do the girls first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Great.
Because, chivalry.
And then it has to be revealed. Yeah, she's probably being filmed while she watches Peeta's interview.
No, she's not.
She's not. I couldn't remember.
I don't think so, at least.
The only thing I remember specifically about it is Katniss is upset because it makes her look weak to have someone be in love with her.
Yes.
Someone loves me. How dare you?
Yeah, and Haymitch is like, what the fuck, girl? No.
It's like, no, he just fucking saved your ass.
Yeah.
Now everyone wants to sleep with you.
Yeah, it's like, it makes you look likable, which you are not.
You are not.
I like Katniss.
I like Katniss too, but like...
Probably wouldn't get along with her in a conversation, though.
I feel like Peeta is like a much more likable person.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Katniss thinks she's in a different game than the Hunger Games. She doesn't realize she's in reality TV Hunger Games.
It's true.
Yeah. I think like Katniss...
Very true.
Yeah. She thinks the Hunger Games is just the
fighting
each other. She is not aware of the politics of it all.
Yeah, Katniss thinks she's going to like track and field meet, where she has to win by being good at the thing.
Yeah.
But no, you have to also be charismatic.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the whole thing. She's a hunter made to perform. And then in Songbird and Snakes, they do the opposite, where they put a performer who has to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, spoilers. Just kidding.
Well,
is it?
Not really. If you watch, like, if it's in the movie trailer, I don't consider it a spoiler. that information, she's a performer. That's
right.
known.
Yeah.
But I do, like, that's one of the juxtapositions I do admire of, like, what she's done is, like, yeah, Katniss was this protagonist who was clearly just, like, a hunter, but you see her being forced to perform in a way in reality television.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Songbirds and Snakes, the protagonist is a performer then made to hunt when things were, like, a little bit more cruel and less performance-based.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Wow.
I could go on.
Speaking of other books, should we talk about what else we're reading?
Oh, yeah.
Great. I'm still reading the 2 books I mentioned last time, Our Story and H is for Hawk, but I'm also listening with my ears to the next Niveau short novella called Into the Riverlands, and I also picked up the next Greta Helsing book, which is the Monster Doctor book.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Strange New World, and that's what I'm reading. I don't think I finished anything since we last recorded.
When did we last record?
Although, no, you know what? I think I listened to a whole Niveau book. But it was one of the short novellas.
What is Niveau? Is that the author?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nghivo.
Oh, right. Okay.
Niveau.
I have been trying to learn French, so my brain automatically translated that to
French.
Niveau.
Oh, yeah. Book.
And I was like, oh, is this like a genre?
Level.
It is not.
Yeah. No. So I did listen to the entirety of When the Tiger Came Down the Mountain, but that's it. What about you guys?
I also don't think I finished anything. Oh, no. I finished our January book club book, The Favorites by Lane Fargo, which was incredible and probably will be one of my favorite books of the year.
Okay.
It's very good, but the people are very toxic. But when you learn it's a retelling of Wuthering Heights, it makes a lot more sense. So, and I do believe competitive sports are actually like this. So,
Dang.
It's great. 10 out of 10. I loved it.
Oh.
And then I don't even remember what I said last time. I am still reading On Wings of Blood by Briar Boleyn. Don't know if I'd mentioned that. It's like it was sold to me as a vampire book with dragons, but all the dragons are dead and I
Oh.
haven't met a dragon yet.
hell?
And I'm like,
No.
where's the dragon?
Give me
want
the
the dragon.
dragons.
And this book is written like a CW show. So, yeah. Yeah, does that help?
Yeah.
I feel like that's like enough context to like understand kind of like what's the vibe.
Yeah.
It's like a CW show.
Yeah.
And and then I am almost done January's, which is a series of short stories by Olive Blake, but I'm still going at it because I've been tired. And then I'm 91% done. I only have an hour left of the audiobook for Leave Me Behind by KM Moranova, and I don't know if I hate or enjoyed this book. It was unlike anything I've ever read before,
Wow.
and I don't know how I feel about it.
Great.
So, yeah, that's it.
Good.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't read our January book because I'm still waiting for it from the library, but I have like blasted through a bunch of other books, including
Oh, yeah?
including
Oh, yeah?
Tell us
Include-
about them.
both books in the Sunken Archive duology by Sylvie Catherall. Ha!
Okay, great.
Oh,
Is that
wait,
it?
what's that one?
And then I read the first books in the Game Changers series by Rachel Reed and The Dark Artifices by Cassandra Clare, and I am a quarter into what is it called? Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, which is book 2 in that trilogy, and like 90% of the way through Heated Rivalry
Wow.
by Rachel Reed. So that's what I'm doing. I'm
Just
That
a
one
lot.
is so easy to read fast, though. I read it, I think, in like 6 hours,
Yeah.
maybe less.
Yeah, I read the first one over the course of about a day and a half over the
Yeah.
weekend, just picking it up occasionally. Very
Yeah.
quick reads. The first one I liked much better, which is interesting that
That's
the second
fair.
one is the more popular one.
Hmm.
I don't know, the first half of it was just kind of depressing.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in February, maybe I'll take a break from Cassandra Clare and gay hockey to read our February book club book, which is The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Maybe we all will. Who
maybe
knows?
we all will. At least one of us, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, for sure? Are you really for sure?
no, I'm not
Okay.
for sure. At
I
least
was
one
gonna
of
bring
us.
mine to Mexico
probably.
with me, so
So that's a good idea.
Oh.
I will try. I got January. I did January, but I'm still reading our November one from last year. Oop.
Yeah, I
yeah,
haven't
but
read
that's
that one
last
yet.
year. It's fine.
Anyway, thanks for listening. If you liked this chapter of Midlight Crisis, please consider rating us and reviewing us also on Spotify or your podcatcher of choice. You can talk to us and find fun-related content on social media. We are at Midlight Pod on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, and Blue Sky. And all chapters of the show thus far are available on our website, midlightpod.podbean.com, and on YouTube.
And Katniss explaining totally healthy workplace friendships. Thrown together by a mutual need to survive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's totally fine.
It's
Totally normal way to form
Yeah.
friendships.
extremely normal.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. You'll start a podcast out of it. It'll be great.
Yeah.
All of your best friends will be the people you work with. It's
And
just,
5 years later, you'll still be talking about the workplace. Sometimes.
It's been more than
Yeah.
5 years.
I'm ending this recording. I need to kill this podcast.